So, what happened last session? So we kind of finished the game, didn't we? I don't want to say we got an ending. I want to say we got a game over. Um, Basically, what happened is we uncovered all the doors. We found door 9. However, Clover suggested that we should look through door 2, as we haven't been through door 2 yet. So she went with, I think, 3 other people: June, Santa, and wait. Yeah, June, Santa, and 7? She went with them down this elevator to go check out floor 2. She only returned by herself. She threw these bracelets on the floor. She killed the other people. She went psycho, done us in, and said, "Right, see you, Junpei." And that was it. That was the end of it. We got battered. Got absolutely battered by Clover, and yeah, that's hence this thing here. So that represents one of the endings. So now we got the option to start a new game with those memories intact, and because of that, we will be able to speed through all of the text and scenarios that we've already encountered. However, it will stop at new stuff. You know, we'll be going through new doors, solving new puzzles, that kind of thing. So there's going to be more, like, I want to say more to the story, or probably just a different angle on the story. I don't think we're probably going to get more on the story until we start heading in, I want to say, the right direction. Consider what we did before, the wrong one. And now we're heading in this one. Even though some may be wrong and cut off a bit abruptly, I think they're still somewhat valid and relevant to the big thing, you know. So let's just get into it. We're going to be starting a new game plus with the memories of our previous run. So I'm expecting this. Oh, it scared me. Like I said, man, it sounds like that always catch me off guard, and I always feel on edge when it happens. This game is fiction. All names, characters, and incidents portrayed in its production are fictitious. So I'm guessing this run is going to be a lot quicker, because we're going to be speeding through a lot of stuff. It's going to be more story orientated. So yeah. So if you remember, we started on that ship, didn't we? We started in that little cabin, 3 bunk beds. It's a flood coming in. A loud noise startled Junpei awake, and his eyes snapped open. As they adjusted to the light, he realized that he didn't recognize his surroundings. So, we've already done all this before, and they said that we could skip through all the stuff that we've already done if we hold this. Da 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 da. So it will naturally stop at a situation that's completely new. So we've got the wristwatch, we know all that, it won't come off. Whoa! Recollection of what fucking happened. Oh shit, it's cracking! Wow, this is actually pretty intense now. Whoa! What the fuck? Okay, so now we've got to I guess we gotta do the puzzles despite, you know, already doing it. So if I remember. God, that scared the shit out of me! And I knew it was coming. It's those little noises like that. They always get me in games for some reason. I get so drawn in by those noises. For some reason they just touch me in places I don't want to be touched. You dig? Okay, so we played this game not too long ago. So a lot of the things still feel pretty fresh. Now I want to say that I get a screwdriver from in here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let me just get these numbers real quick for the blue one. So 0, 2, 0, 2, 6, 0, 2, 6, 0, 2, 6, 3. Okay. No dice. I wonder what could happen. What we need to do. Okay. So this is the file explain digital root. Of course, we are way more than familiar with digital root by now. Fucking experts on this stuff. But I'm not an expert at remembering where the rest. Ah, yes I am. I take that back. Right. Whoops. Alright, I just need to go in. No, Junpei, don't give me that. He's so defeatist, isn't he? As soon as we back out of something, damn it! Damn it! It's all gone to shit! Alright, red. So, we got 7 and 4. Yeah, 7 and 4. 7, 4, 8. 7, 4, 8, 5. I think. Yes. Swipe. Pyschadelics. Of course, the files. Okay, so now we have to get a digital. Oh shit! Digital root for 5, wasn't it? I'm just gonna push random shit again. Or I could just actually, just think about it. That might work, No, shut up. Why do I want to think about things? See? It's 5, right? That's what we needed. There we go. Alright. Holy shit. I'm running at 1,000,000 miles an hour! Imagine someone with, like, photographic memory could actually play like this for the first time and go, whoa, this game is so fucking intense, I get it! Oh, it's Snake. God, oh, it's the 9th man. Oh, man! All my feelings. And Home Dude's gonna be like, get back or I'll cut the bitch. And she's like, well. Me and you have something in common. Yeah, I can aim. Oh my god. Just seeing her face and it's like rustling around and everything. You know what? This is actually pretty interesting how it's like fast forwarding like this. It's like we're having a flashback of the previous events that we just witnessed, and now we get to do things differently. I don't think this is just... I think this is, one, a convenient way of getting past all the stuff that we've done before, but in the same way, it's kind of similar to how you'd recall something, you know? We're going back through step by step of it, but it's all in fast forward, like general thoughts are. You don't spend 6 hours thinking about, you know, a situation. It's like in really fast forward, isn't it? And at the same time, it all makes sense. And there's that opening, isn't there? Why do I know where I am, why I'm here and everything? I think this game is trying to break the fourth wall in saying that the characters are reliving memories on the ship, scenarios, and it's also represented in the player as in multiple playthroughs. We've been here before, we've done this, but yet we're still here, we're still in this situation. I think that's one theory that I've got right now for this game. I think it's clever how it's kind of making you feel like you're a contestant in this game as well, if that's correct. Ooh, goddamn! Mr. Knife Man. Ah, it's got a piece! He's like, well, don't push me, man. I could blow up. God damn! Pass forward. What in the fuck is going on? Okay, so... Whoa, wait, what? Shit! Oh, okay, so... This is our first decision. Now, because this is grayed out, last time we picked Santa and June, 3 and 6. So what if we pick... Snake and 7. Snake 7. You think you'd give me a hand here? The pun was a little too on the nose, but the mood was still grim. Both Snake and 7 lifted their left hands silently. Slowly, each placed their hand on the scanner panel. 5 plus 2 plus 7 equals 14. 1 plus 4 equals 5. They fulfilled the conditions. If they were to pull the lever on the side... Are you guys ready? I'm gonna open it. Junpei grabbed the lever and looked back over his shoulder. They stiffened and nodded. Junpei nodded back and set his mouth in a grim line. Then he slowly lowered the lever. I like how text is displayed in this game. For some reason they get a good grasp on how to present information to you at the right pace. There was a metallic groan and the door slid open. A breath of air drifted out of it, carrying a stench that nearly made them gag. Junpei grimaced and put his hand over his mouth. Oh my god. Dun dun dun! June gets the monthly fever. Alright. Oh shit, we lost an hour already? God damn! Man, I downed my tea already. Ah shit, Zero said... Well, he didn't say either of these things, so either one's gonna make me look like a retard, man. Hey, well, like, and Snake's gonna be like, Junpei, Junpei, Junpei. I'm so disappointed. That only 2 people could go through the door, right, Snake? Or something like that. No. Wait, that was wrong. It was on the tip of Junpei's tongue when Lotus beat him to the punch. All those who enter must leave, and all who enter must contribute. That's what the letter said. In other words, no less than 3 and no more than 5. Exactly. Snake inclined his head toward Lotus. I don't need eyes to tell you've got a banging rack, madam. The 9th man, however, broke that rule. He tried to pass through a numbered door by himself. And I've already seen this. So right now the game's explaining the rules of the game. Of course, we are way more familiar than the requirements for every door. Now they're saying how they all came here, their memories are 0. They're saying that they know one another, and so do me and June. Well, fuck me, man, that just wasn't cool. Oh my days, we were just blitzing through this game. Fucking speedrun, son. Damn. Get back! Get back! Okay, so now we're picking what door we're gonna go through. 8365. What would our digital route be? So we picked 4 before, so anything we pick is gonna be wrong. The fucking 2, yeah? 2! It would be 2! That meant there was no way they could pass through door 4. Wait. No, that wasn't right. No, something didn't seem right. Junpei ran the numbers again. Okay, so this time we're gonna go through door 4. Decided that door 4 would be fine. Go through door 4 with Lotus, Santa, and June. So this is going to be our first, like, you know, big decision change. Rather than just going, 0 said, or something like that. We're actually going to be getting a whole different scenario because of going through this door. We're going to be in a different room we've never been before, doing a different puzzle with different people. Like, we're going with Santa and June. This is the first time we're actually going to be in the same room as Santa and June. Why had Junpei even considered doing otherwise? He would be there for June. Why had Junpei even considered doing otherwise? I'm really digging this whole, deja vu kind of, why do I know these things? These memories that I'm having. I'm liking that, man. For Akane Kurishiki. That seemed good. He felt it was the right choice to make. He made no shows of affection, but Junpei saw her as something more than just a friend from his childhood. He watched the other 4 walk toward the door. Ace, Snake, Clover, and 7. Junpei said nothing as they left. Before long, they had reached door 5. They talked to one another for a few seconds, saying things Junpei couldn't hear, and then laid their hands one by one on the scanner panel of the red. I wonder if Clover isn't gonna freak shit now that she's with Snake. Ace grabbed the lever. His face tight with determination, he turned over his shoulder to look at Junpei and his companions. Goodbye. Goodbye? Be careful. You don't really say goodbye until you don't intend to meet them again. As Ace pulled the lever, the door swung open, the mouth of a great hungry beast. Beyond the door, Junpei knew, lay the sad remains of the 9th man. It did not surprise him that Ace, Clover, and 7 hesitated. The body was not a pleasant thing. Snake had no such problems, as his blindness made him immune to the horror. He stepped through the door, his feet making a wet splack in the pool of blood. I don't know! Snake seems really perceptive. He only has to touch something. He can say how, if something's transparent, if something has writing on it. You know, he has a very accurate description of things, despite not actually being able to see the detail. So I wouldn't say he's particularly immune to the horror. Do you intend to kill me? He says the same thing to them. Brilliant. I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you? Snake could not even bother to turn around, but the other three steeled themselves and stepped through the door. Door 5 swung shut, closing with the heavy finality of metal upon metal. Junpei and his companions scrambled to the door. They pressed their ears to it in an attempt to hear what might be taking place on the other side. It's beeping. It's just like before. Probably the sound of the detonator on the bracelet. Do you think they're okay? June's face showed her concern more plainly than her words ever could. Almost as though in response to her question, a voice rang out from the other side of the door. It was Seven. Hey, there it is. It's gotta be the dead thing. Come on, get over here. We gotta authenticate. The beeping stopped. The sighs of relief were audible even through the heavy door. That's what it'd have to be like for you to hear that shit. Phew. Looks like it stopped. Junpei and his companions leaned away from the door and breathed a collective sigh of relief of their own. Hey guys, are you doing alright over there? They'd heard Seven's voice, but it wouldn't hurt to be sure. Yeah, we're fine. Despite the recent danger, Clover's voice was as bubbly as ever. You know, I'm kind of happy for her, but bitch! Oh hey, I'm gonna tell you about this whole dead thing, okay? The dead is just like the red, but the color's different. You know how the red was red? Well, the dead is blue. Other than that, it's just like the red. Authenticating is the same too. Awesome, thanks. That helps a lot. Well, we should probably move on now. You be careful out there. Roger that. So now it's our turn to enter our room, a brand new room, with a new puzzle and a new fate. Junpei and the others left door 5 and headed toward door 4. They stood in front of the red and placed each of their hands upon it. Oh, whoa. My days. They were like happy slapping that thing. God damn. 4 asterisks appeared on the screen. Junpei grabbed the lever and turned around. You guys ready? Yeah. Yeah, sure. Let's go. None of them looked particularly optimistic, but their faces were set. Junpei nodded to them and turned back toward the red. Alright. Let's go. With strength and determination, he pulled the lever. Run! The 4 of them leapt through the door together. Aw shit. The moment they had passed through it, each heard a cold electronic sound coming from their left wrist. In the center of each bracelet, a red skull appeared and began to flash. The detonator's countdown had begun. In the long moment that each of them spent staring at their wrists, the numbered door behind them closed, the sound of metal on metal reverberating down the hallway. Shit. There was no way back now. They were committed. If they could not find a device to deactivate the detonators... Hey, where the hell is the dead? How would I know? Don't give me that crap. Start looking. I already am. They began to run, eyes looking frantically for the device that was the key to their salvation. The hallway they found themselves running down was a long one, easily 300 feet in length. On the right side of it stood a series of wooden doors, all nearly identical. If they had taken time to think, they would likely have discerned that the doors led to cabins. Don't tell me the dead is in one of those rooms. Oh no. How many rooms do you think are there? Junpei was too frightened to count properly, but at least at his best guess there were 7 or 8 of them. Ah, fuck! There wasn't time to count them to be sure. Junpei ran to the nearest door. He grabbed the knob and shook it hard. It wouldn't open. He didn't feel locked, more like someone had hammered an iron plate over the other side of the door. Junpei turned around to find another door and saw that his companions had already run to doors of their own. They did not seem to be having any more success than he had. Their own words confirmed his fears. Shit! This one's no good. Yeah, same here. It's not moving. June was the last to speak up. As Junpei looked in her direction, his eye caught something he hadn't noticed before. A small red light. It flashed at him dimly from the end of the hallway. That's it. Over there. Even as he yelled, he ran. He grabbed Santa, Lotus, and June and pulled them toward the light. Santa called out to them as he ran. Hey! How many more seconds do we have? How would I know? Our time limit is 81 seconds. I know that, goddammit! I'm asking you how many seconds we have left. In all likelihood, Junpei figured, nearly a minute had already passed since the door had closed behind them. If that was true. Urgency foremost in all of their minds, they arrived at the end of the hallway. The dead sat on the left wall, blinking almost tauntingly at them. Hurry! Junpei grabbed hold of the machine, his hands slick with sweat and shaking. He slammed his hand against the scanner panel. The other three quickly followed suit. I like how they sped that up then to kind of reflect the urgency. With a grunt, Santa yanked the lever down. Phew! You know, I didn't expect us to blow up, but damn, I didn't like it either. Pant, pant, pant. Ooh. Oh, oh, ooh. Oh, oh. Phew! Looks like that stopped. His hands beginning to steady, Junpei wiped away some of the sweat that had beaded on his forehead. As they caught their breath, the four companions began to look around. At the end of the hallway lay a heavy-looking set of double doors. Set into the walls of the hallway on either side of the larger door were two smaller ones. They all needed inspecting, but Junpei began with the largest of the three, the double doors. How many times had he come across similar doors with similar results, he wondered. Or perhaps he corrected himself. More, a lack of results. Whatever the reason, the door remained firm and unyielding, and refused to allow Junpei or anyone else passage. Near the handle was a small keyhole. Above the keyhole was a small symbol, engraved in the brass. Mail? He wasn't quite sure what to make of it, and stared at it for a moment in confusion. It was June that corrected him. No, that's not the symbol for mail. That's probably the symbol of Mars. Well, technically they are the same symbol. But I saw a number of similar symbols near the main stairway. The symbols of the solar system. The Sun, Saturn, the Earth. At least that's what I'm assuming. So this is the man symbol? It's a symbol for Mars? I think so, yeah. While Junpei and June talked, Santa had disappeared. Aw, hell! It's cracking! They turned to find him some distance down the hallway. He'd gone to check the other doors. Eventually, he reached the last of them and jogged back. It took him only a moment to catch his breath again. Okay, here's the deal. None of the other doors open. Then that must mean we only have two more doors. Lotus examined the doors on either side of the large double door. Each one had a metal plate attached to it. Junpei figured they were probably from room numbers, sorry. The door on the left read B92, and the door on the right proclaimed that it led to B93. Alright, let's open them. Yeah. Junpei put his hand on the doorknob for the door that said room 92. Santa moved to room 93. They had made it through the numbered door alive. There was nothing more to be afraid of. Or so they thought. Junpei and Santa looked at each other and nodded, winking, smiling, grinning. Ooh. 1, 2, 3. In unison, they pushed against their respective doors. Whoa, and promptly found themselves in a new room. June followed Junpei as he threw open his door. Oh, okay. They turned around and saw that the door on the other side was open as well. Through the door was another person, his mouth agape. It was Santa. Hey, it opened. Yeah, it did. Junpei and Santa looked at each other. They had not expected the doors to yield so easily. Lotus's calm voice broke into their thoughts. Maybe this is all part of Zero's plan. I can't say I enjoy being treated like someone's puppet. As she headed for room 93, Lotus continued. Well, now we have these 2 rooms. I'm sure there's something in there that will help us get out of here. Let's find it. Santa and I will search this room. Junpei and June, search the other one. Alright. Okay. Oh, bud! Here we go! I like the look at Junpei's eyes like, I can do it! And there's us with a fucking pocket watch and crying and shit. With a hand on our dick, not knowing what's going on. Alright.